Good morning everyone. Today we are going to talk about mechanism of HCl secretion. This carries 5 mark and this might be asked as a short note. Usually the HCl is secreted from the parietal cells on the mucosal layer of the gastric secretions. On the neck region there is mucous neck cells and mucous neck cells. These are the mucous neck cells, and then the chief cells or peptic cells which secretes the pepsinogen, and the parietal cells are the axontic cells which secretes the HCl. The HCl secreted from the parietal cells helps in converting the peptic hormone pepsinogen into pepsin and kill certain microorganisms. Now let's talk about the mechanism of HCl secretion. First, the carbon dioxide and the water comes from the blood. Now they are now converted into bicarbonate, and this bicarbonate, actually the carbon dioxide and water is converted to bicarbonate by the enzyme carbonic anhydrase enzyme, and now the H2CO3 is converted into HCO3 minus, H plus, and HCO3 minus. You have to send out the H plus and CO3 minus. How it is done? Now the H plus is sent out of the cell, and at a reversed, and HK plus is brought into the cell. This is done by a pump which is H plus K plus pump, and it contains H plus K plus ATPase. The HCO3 minus is another substance which is present inside the cell, and this is sent out of the cell in exchange with chlorine. Chlorine gets into the cell and HCO3 minus comes out of the cell. So HCO3 minus is into the bloodstream. Now this chlorine is also again sent out into the lumen. These both together forms HCl into the, it is secreted into the lumen. Now this another exchange happens here, that is Na plus K plus ATPase, active transport. So here one Na plus is sent out, one K plus is sent in, so that there will be enough K plus, so that all this K plus goes out of the cell again by a facilitated diffusion. Now the HCl is produced out of the cell. The pumps inside the parietal cells are H plus K plus pump and the Na plus K plus pump. So HCO3 minus is sent out of the cell and HCl is sent out of the cell. And next is the postprandial alkalosis. As we already know, the HCO3 minus comes into the bloodstream, which makes the blood alkaline. The bicarbonate increases in blood, hence the blood alkalinity increases and the urine alkalinity increases. This is one of the reasons why we get tired after our meal. Let's have a revision. Mechanism of HCl. HCl is usually secreted from the parietal cell or the axontic cell, which is present in the mucosal layer of the epithelium. It is the HCl which is helps in conversion of pepsinogen into pepsin, which is secreted from the peptic cells. The carbon dioxide and water, which is secreted from the blood, are converted into HCO3 minus by the enzyme carbonic anhydrase. This HCO3 minus is converted into H plus and HCO3 minus. The H plus comes out of the cell with the exchange with the K potassium. This is done by the enzyme H plus K plus ATPase with the help of the ATP. Next is the HCO3 minus, which is sent out of the cell, again exchanges with chlorine. The chlorine comes into the lumen and HCl is formed. And one more pump is present, which is Na plus K plus pump, which exchanges Na plus and K plus. And the K plus inside the cell increases so that the K plus comes out of the lumen. And the ATP is used in this pump also. And HCO3 minus is present in the blood, which is alkaline and which causes the postprandial alkalosis. Postprandial alkalosis is because of the bicarbonate increase in the bloodstream, which causes the blood to become alkaline and then the urine to become alkaline, which is one of the reasons why we get tired after our meal. Thank you.